Well, buckle up, folks, because we have got a wild one for you today. It's not every day you see a political meltdown live on national television, and even less often does it come wrapped in jaw-dropping revelations about the most controversial power couple of our time, Donald and Melania Trump. That's right. Things got real. Things got personal, and the sparks flew as Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett lit the match that sent Senator JD Vance spiraling in a fiery outburst we won't be forgetting anytime soon. So here's the scoop. What started as a heated debate about ethics, transparency, and truth in politics took a sharp turn into tabloid territory. And honestly, we were here for it. Jasmine Crockett, never one to back down or bite her tongue, delivered what can only be described as a blistering takedown that included some of the most personal, explosive claims yet about the state of Donald Trump's marriage. Now let's rewind for a second. The segment was already tense. You had political heavyweights going at it, and everyone knew things could get messy, but no one expected this kind of mess. Crockett, in her sharp, poised, no-nonsense style, began referencing alleged details that she claimed had been hidden in plain sight for years. She alluded to private conversations, insider leaks, and moments from past interviews that suggested Melania's distance from Trump wasn't just an act, it was the truth. She pointed out how Melania has been notably absent from most of Trump's current campaign trail appearances. She brought up the fact that Melania didn't even post a public birthday message for Trump, or acknowledge his latest court victories, if you can even call them that. Crockett claimed that sources close to the former First Lady had confirmed what many have long suspected, that Melania and Donald's marriage has been, in her words, functionally over for years. And here's where it really caught fire, because as Crockett made these points, citing everything from the infamous hand-swatting videos to Melania's refusal to live full-time in the White House during Trump's presidency, JD Vance completely lost it. Like red-faced, talking over people, full meltdown mode. He called Crockett's comments disgusting, inappropriate, and a disgrace to public discourse. But Crockett wasn't done. Not by a long shot. She calmly responded, "If we're going to talk about family values, let's talk about what those values really look like behind the cameras." She challenged Vance and the entire GOP to stop hiding behind the illusion of perfect family units, while in reality their own leaders are allegedly keeping entire parts of their lives hidden from the public. As the shouting match continued, Crockett dropped another bombshell, claiming that certain documents and communications between Melania and her lawyers suggest that she has been working quietly on renegotiating her prenup since 2017. That's right, she said. According to Crockett, that's when things really fell apart behind the scenes. And let's not forget, that was right after Trump's first year in office, surrounded by scandal, investigations, and chaos. If true, that would line up with a lot of what we've seen over the years: the increasing coldness, the distance, the public discomfort. Vance's reaction was intense. He started accusing Crockett of spreading lies, of attacking a private woman, and of stooping to the lowest level of political theater. But let's be honest, this is the same JD Vance who has gone to bat for Trump time and time again, no matter how outlandish the controversy. Now that this scrutiny is flipped toward Trump's personal life, suddenly he's got a problem with transparency. Crockett hit back again, saying the American people have a right to know who's pretending and who's living their truth. If Trump wants to run as the family-first, marriage-strong leader, then let's be honest about what that really looks like. It was raw, it was direct, and it definitely wasn't rehearsed. You could literally see the panic in Vance's eyes as he tried to get the narrative back on track, but it was already too late. Social media exploded almost immediately. Hashtags like Melania Speaks, Trump marriage drama, and JD Vance meltdown started trending within minutes. Clips of Crockett's fiery monologue were going viral before the show even went to commercial. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram were on fire. Now, here's where things get even crazier. Right after the segment ended, multiple former Trump aides began chiming in anonymously. One confirmed to a reporter that there was a renegotiation of the prenup during Trump's time in office. Another said Melania tolerated the public role but has never planned to go back to it. A third even hinted that she only participated in certain events during his presidency under very strict conditions. So, Crockett wasn't just speculating, she was echoing things political insiders have whispered about for years. And now that someone's actually saying it out loud on camera, the reaction has been explosive. The Trump camp for now hasn't officially responded, though one spokesperson issued a vague statement calling the remarks baseless and beneath the dignity of public office. But let's face it, if there's one thing Trump hates more than bad poll numbers, it's public commentary about his private life, especially from women who call him out. And as for JD Vance, well, let's just say this moment will definitely follow him. That kind of emotional blow-up doesn't just disappear. Whether it was blind loyalty to Trump or genuine anger at the public airing of dirty laundry, Vance came across as defensive, agitated, and some would say completely rattled. It's hard not to wonder what he knows that the rest of us don't. Meanwhile, Crockett's star has only risen. She's being hailed as fearless, bold, and willing to go there to talk about what everyone's thinking, but too afraid to say. Love her or hate her, one thing's clear. She shook the room, she owned the moment, and she lit up the national conversation in a way few politicians ever do. This was more than a debate. This was a bombshell moment, one where the curtain was pulled back, if only for a second, on the private realities of the people in power. And if even half of what Crockett said is true, then the Trump brand might be facing more cracks than anyone expected, not in the courtroom, but at home.